So our flight takes around 7.5 minutes to get to our upper terminal, so that's plenty of time for you guys to check out the various views, take lots of pictures, move around. If you look out back, you already have a nice view of Jasper and the surrounding area. Yeah. Yeah. So from the car throughout the flight, you'll be able to see both of the rivers that run through Jasper, the town of Jasper, and the various lakes that we have here, as well as the 5 surrounding mountain ranges. I'll start with the river right in front of us. So that very windy green one, that is the Mäele River. It starts off at the base of the Yellowhead Mountain Range over to the west, and eventually it connects up to the Athabasca over to my right, or the eastern side. A nice milky green one over there is the Athabasca, which starts off at the Columbian ice fields. So hopefully you guys have visited or passed through at least, or planning to visit. It's supposed to be really nice. I've yet to go there, so I'm jealous of whoever has. Always. Start of the season, I didn't see any bears, so whenever someone mentioned they had a bear, I was like, oh darn, where'd you go? Where did you see it? But I've seen plenty of bears now.
Where have you seen them?
So most of them you see along the road. So one of the popular routes is when you're going towards Mäele Lake. It's like the Mäele Lake Road. You just keep going down, and like you'll see people just stopped on the side of the road, and you'll know like, oh, it's a bear or a grizzly. As well as driving up to Marmot Basin, which is just like around the corner. Oh, really?
Did you see a single bit of wildlife?
I've heard that most of the wildlife you either have to go early in the morning or later at night. So
yeah, we saw the bears yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, said that.
We saw 2 bears yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's more the afternoon, I guess. I've been here for 6 weeks. If I didn't see anything, I'd be really sad. I would just get stuck there and we'll be like, yeah,
There's none up here. You don't see any on the way up here?
Yesterday we had a bear sighting 30 meters above the parking lot. It was just like walking around. And then 2 days ago there was a hoary marmot sighting up top, which is like a beaver looking thing with a puffy tail. There's going to be a bit of a swing. And then 4 days ago we saw some mountain goats, a whole bunch of them up along the peak, or near the peak, just walking along. And then 2 weeks ago there was a grizzly and their cub sighting on the other side of the peak. So yeah, but most of them they're more along the road because the sun, I guess, warms up the asphalt or the roads, and then just more the vegetation is I guess a lot nicer, greener. So there's 10 there. But later in the year, there's supposed to be more animals along the flight up. So we're supposed to have a cougar on this hill. I would not want to be run into that one. Bears are just supposed to like walk along here. So it's interesting. Okay. So let's see. You probably noticed those nice blue lakes over there. So the Athabasca River, as well as those blue lakes, they are glacier fed. So those 3 lakes, they're actually fed from the main lake, but it's underground. So those 3 lakes, as well as the Athabasca, they're glacier fed, but the silt that gets rubbed off from the glaciers, it absorbs the warmer colors and then reflects back those nice cool tones. But you probably also noticed that the river is a different color from the lakes. It's because the river is running water, so you get a mixture of mud and other things. Whereas the lakes, it's just still water, so the silt just settles down to the bottom. You get a nice blue one. The first one, the horseshoe-shaped one, that's Lac Beauvais. The second one is Lake Annette. And the third one, the furthest one, is Lake Edith. People actually use Lake Annette as a beach, but year-round it never goes above 10 degrees Celsius. And in the summer it's around 4 degrees Celsius. So it's more of a quick dip, very cold. I heard that Honeymoon Lake is supposed to be a nice lake, but it's also warm compared to like those ones. So I guess that one would be a better suggestion.
So someone swimming in the rain lake. Yes.
Oh really?
Jumped in, not for long.
Yeah, not for long.
It's a small town, Jasper, isn't it?
Yeah. Population in the winter 5,000. Summer it's 20,000.
Really?
Yeah. I know. A nice small town. It's nice. It's easy to get around. Bike, people walk. The lake right in front, the one with the island, that is Pyramid Lake. There's a bridge you can cross over in order to get to the island. shots of the island and pyramid in the background, as well as just the surrounding mountains since it's so trees in the way.
Look at the blue of the Atlantic there.
Yeah.
Nice there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so over there, those ones are Valley of the Five Lakes. So there's 5 of them. The really long ones, just one of them, and then 4 other smaller ones further down.
Beautiful colour.
Oh yeah, you should see up close. When the sun is out, it like sparkles, shimmer. I know some staff, they were also tempted to jump in. They've sworn that. But it's also still cold. They stayed in there for a while. But yeah, you can park over there. It's around an hour to 2 hour walk, depending on if you want to do the full loop or just head straight towards one of the lakes and back. Alright, so we're almost at the top. So we are in National Park, as well as the vegetation up here is slightly sensitive. So there are a couple of rules you guys should follow. 1, if you do the trail back, please be careful, watch your step. But also please use the existing trail lines. 2, please do not remove any rocks or plants. And final 1, please do not feed the wildlife. Aside from that, enjoy your time up here, enjoy the sun. It's very lovely right now. First floor, we have our gift shop, restrooms, and then outdoor boardwalks. On both sides of the boardwalks, there's a board with a